Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's 10 a.m. Let's get underway with proceedings. Lovely to have you all here. Good morning. My name is Bridget Andrews and I am one of the three auctioneers here at Holmwood alongside Kyle Siebert and Mark McGoldrick. Some other key people here in the room today. We've got Hayden Broadbait, one of our business owners. We've got Luke Jensen here and Tony Jenkins, and we've got Kyle Sutherland, our CEO. Now, these gentlemen will be spotting and recording your bids today. If you need any help or assistance, please don't hesitate to get one of them alongside you. On behalf of the company, a very warm welcome to the owners that we represent here today. We are delighted that you chose Holmwood and we wish you the very best outcome today. To the buyers and the bidders in the room, good luck today, bid strong. Your consultants would have given you everything you need for today, including the LIM, the title and the contract from which we will work from today. Now, the contract explains the conduct of auction. I'm going to work on the assumption that this is a new experience for some of you, so follow me while I talk you through how we will work with you in the auction rooms today. In all cases, the owners have provided us with a confidential written reserve that will not be disclosed. Now, should that reserve be reached or breached, the highest bidder will be the purchaser. If bidding doesn't reach the reserve, don't panic, it's not the end of the auction. Our practice is to pause the auction and talk with the highest bidder in one of these side rooms here. If we don't meet a satisfactory conclusion, we'll pass the property in where it will get taken to the wider market where conditional buyers can make an offer. Your best opportunity is here in the auction rooms today. As the auctioneers, we can nominate the sums by which your bids need to be raised. If the bid is not in the best interest of the seller, we can refuse such bids. If there is a disputed bid, we'll simply go back to the last undisputed bid and resume. Clause 2.6, now this talks about clause 2.6, sorry. The owner may withdraw the property at any time without disclosing the reserve. Now, that does include that situation where we're in negotiations in the side rooms. Sometimes in those negotiations, the seller will say to the auctioneer, can you please go out to the auction floor and announce that we've sold it to the highest bidder outside the room. So if you're sitting here waiting with extra interest, you will be disappointed. So please make sure we're working with your highest bid at all times. Clause 2.5 talks about the vendor bid. The owners have authorised the auctioneer and the auctioneer alone to bid on their behalf, should that be necessary. If and when Kyle, Mark or myself make a vendor bid, you'll be in no doubt it's a vendor bid. This is saying we're not for sale at this level and we need to keep going, and we do not place vendor bids anywhere near the reserve price, so that'll give you absolute confidence in bidding against the vendor bid. If any of our Harcourts colleagues are bidding on behalf of someone, we'll identify them to you. And finally, when you hear this hammer fall, ladies and gentlemen, and you are that lucky last bidder, before your celebrations begin, we'll get you to sign the auction contract and arrange to pay the 10% deposit of the final purchase price and acknowledge that you have got a copy of the REA Seller's Guide. Well, that is the formal part of today's proceedings, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck with your endeavours today. I now invite our first auctioneer up, Kyle.
All right, thank you very much, Bridget. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. The number one marble this morning was drawn by one Tim Jenkins from the St Albans office. Tim, always a pleasure. He's thoroughly enjoyed marketing 7 Morris Stanton Place in Shirley. It is described in the contract as a freehold title, a rather sizable 748 square metres more or less, and the settlement date to which you work by is the 23rd of August 2023. Of course, you may be working to a pre-agreed date. Now, Tim, I know you've enjoyed your open homes here. I really enjoyed visiting this property. It is surprisingly spacious. We know how good this location is. It is a high-quality subdivision. By all accounts, great neighbours in this area and great access to the many popular amenities and activities in the area. It's a very convenient location. Inside, again, surprisingly spacious. You've got the 2 living spaces, interconnected living. It really does suit a modern family lifestyle. The bedrooms are sizable. The orientation for the sunshine is just ideal. You could add your own flair here, there's no doubt, but I think the upside is pretty clear indeed. So let's get underway, Tim. Let's find the new owner at 7 Morris Stanton Place in Shirley. Bidders and buyers, I am in your hands. Is there an opening bid or offer? Where do we say go? Maybe 680 is a sensible place to start. Is there 680 in the room? If you don't, buyers, you heard my colleague Bridget, I will place a bid on behalf of my owners if required. 730, better than what I asked for. Nice to meet you folks at $730,000. Good luck with your bidding today at $730,000. Where's the competition for these fine people? At 730 I have opening salvo. I look for 750 first call at 730 at the back of the room, but out in front 730 second call. Third and final call at 730. Folks, I'm going to place a vendor bid. It'll be my last at 750, a clear line in the sand, a clear indication of value. Invite you to come back at 770, unless there's competition here in the room. First call at 750, bids with me. Second call at $750,000. 760, nice to see you there at $760,000. He's back in front at 760. What a great location this is. It's the kind of area where kids go up and down the street on scooters, safe as houses. Really, really nice quality homes in this location at 760. Second call, third and final call at $760,000. It's a lot of home for this value. Any better bid or offer? All right, folks, you seem to be my only bidders. What a good opportunity for you. Can't sell to you at this price. Let's pause. We'll have a conversation outside of the room. Auction is open. Any change from the floor, please let us know. Back with you soon.
Well, top of the morning, everybody, from myself and Tom Hardy, who I work with from our Maryvale office. And top of the tree is where we go to the top of Canterbury, to the top of our Port Hills, 395 Upper Major Hornbrook Road. It's a major opportunity to get the site for your new dream home. And I'm delighted to present the opportunity for Tom, who, hard worker, this boy, and has enjoyed being agent on site. I see you've parked up there, Tom, ready to meet everybody. I don't know, lots of people have taken the opportunity to come and inspect. What an outlook that we offer you. I'm saying world class. Do you think that's exaggerating?
It's fair.
It's fair to say, isn't it? No, it really is. So thanks to the sellers, the opportunity is superb. At 395 Upper Major Hornbrook Road, Mount Pleasant, Christchurch City, 1,162 square metres. That's the size of the parcel that you bid for and buy. So no shortage of dimension there. It's lot 56, deposited plan 354404, in certificate of title 222192 in the Canterbury Land Registry, as your legal advisor would have confirmed. We don't worry about chattels when we're offering you a bare land section, and the settlement date's struck down for the 24th of August, so just not even a couple of weeks away. There is some flexibility in that regard if you need to work to a slightly tweaked date. I think what's pertinent to this sale was I've met a number of people who have moved to Canterbury from Auckland in recent times. And one of them in particular I caught up with, and he said, you know, I've loved this Christchurch, but I never knew really about the Port Hills and how special they are and how fundamental they are to us here in Christchurch. And really when you're sitting perched up top here at Upper Major Hornbrook Road, you really understand the magnitude and the quality of the outlook that you enjoy. You've got a lovely bit of terra firma here. I love the natural contours of it. You can see exactly in the logical spot that your building platform will take place. You've got some nice established flora and fauna as well, so that'll offer you shelter and privacy, particularly from the east. That's an absolute bonus. Looking back across the estuary, the city, and out to that gorgeous main divide, particularly at the moment with the snow-capped tops, it really is quite special. If you're there at sunrise, that's when you'll see those Southern Alps turn pink, and I think you're going to be really, really envious of the chance to build your next dream home, become part of this special community, really on top of the world, and I'm saying right up there with the best in the world. And I'm not exaggerating, so it's time for you to get your hands on the rise as we go up the rise to number 395 Upper Manger, Hornbrook Road. Who's my protagonist to get things underway? Who lights the fuse, sets sail, moving to the top? 250, sir. A tad optimistic in this part of the world. Let's just see if we can do better. You might say 300 at least, wouldn't you? 250 resolute in that, sir?
Yeah, I'm living above it.
Good stuff. Well, good. You want values to stay high, then that's good. 250, I will work with that bid. At 250, someone might just race to 3, surely. Even 350, I'll take 100 on top there. First call. Second call, 1,162 square metres. Third call. Nice people in the area, clearly, sir. I can vouch for that. I'll take one vendor bid. I'm going to say 300,000 on behalf of the owner. We need to be north of that figure to get up top here. You might say 350 for me now, sir, just to keep things moving and bubbling along. I'm just at 3 on behalf of the owner. Do I have competition for this good gentleman right here and now? Assertive bidding and astute bidding, I might say, sir, 2. Second call on the vendor bid at 3. Third call, sir, what's your advance to be? What's your advance on 3? Would you go to, say, 350? Would that be a bid you might make? 310 tops. At the top. We'll work with you, sir, at this stage. At 310, just the one bidder in the race. Over 1,000 squares up here. Your grandstand over Canterbury. Second call. Third. Sir, you're my only bidder at this early stage. Let's continue the conversation in private. We've got to get you there so you can increase your holdings. I'll pause the auction and we'll be back in just a moment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for your patience. We move now with a small change in the order of sale. We move to 30 Blythe Road in Strowan. Chris Kilkelly from the Island 2 office just upstairs. Chris, I know you've thoroughly enjoyed working with our good owners. What a wonderful job they've done in preparation for taking this home to the market. Presentation is exquisite. It is more formally described in the contract as a freehold title. 559 square metres of freehold land. Settlement date to which you work by is the 8th of September 2023. You may be working to a pre-agreed date. You bid on the basis that you've read and understood purchaser acknowledgement form and the relevant disclosures. Inside, this is really a wonderful blend of character and modernity. Hey, this is a 1920s character home. It's got those lovely timber detailing. A lot of the great character features have been retained, which I have to commend my owners for. It just is absolutely beautiful. Spacious master bedroom with that extra conservatory space, sunroom. It's a very sunny spot, plenty of vitamin D on offer there. The other bedrooms really ample. Lovely interconnected living spaces. There is flexibility in the floor plan here. You could adjust the configuration to suit your lifestyle. Beautiful north-facing garden and patio. The kitchen, really the heart of the home. A wonderful stylish space. Really, this is an excellent, excellent home, and we know how good the location is. A quintuple of excellent school zones, Christchurch Boys, Christchurch Girls, Heaton Cobham, Waimari, all there, and you'll be warm and toasty throughout the seasons. HRV, gas fire and heat pump. Chris, I could go on, but I won't, so let's get underway. Thanks very much. At 30 Blythe Road, bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. Opening bidder offer. Where do we say go, ladies and gentlemen? This is a glorious character home. They don't make them like this anymore, that I can tell you. Is there $750 in the room? All right, then a vendor bid at $750,000. Who takes me to $770 now? $750 I have. First call, a vendor bid. Second call, are we bidding? At $750,000, bids with me. Third and final call at $750. All right, another vendor bid then at $770,000. It's $770. First time at $770,000. Nice short drive to Northlands, short drive to Merivale. Really, this is such a convenient location. Third and final call at $770,000. Any better bid or offer? Or Chris will offer it to the wider market. Chris, I think we'll need to do that. I know you've got conditional people to talk to. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to increase that bid to $820. It's clearly not for sale at $820,000, but if you've got interest north of that figure in this exceptional location, please call Chris Kilkelly today. Access is very easy. Get through there. You'll be most impressed. I can assure you, you will not be disappointed. Property's passed in, 30 Blythe Road, and we're back with you soon.
Good folk, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on with our next auction. Bristol Street, Matt Dawson is our lead marketing consultant. Matt would have made himself known to you over the last 3.5 weeks here in Merivale, where he loves to do business and often does do business. I think I met Rachel Pepper at one of the open homes as well, Rachel, so I know how you enjoyed the property, how beautifully presented it was, and I do commend our owners for that, particularly Robin, on the way the property has been presented to the marketplace. It just makes our job a lot easier. I do appreciate that indeed. Matt, well, good campaign as you always do from our Merivale office, so easy just to trot round and do those open homes. Number 133 Bristol Street. It's a great address. It's cross lease and freehold, this property, and your legal advisor would have confirmed that both Flat 1 and Garage 1, their legal descriptions are absolutely accurate. Thank you for signing the purchaser acknowledgement form before your bid today. We appreciate that. And you know that the settlement date, well, it's as quickly as the 24th of August, which is a Thursday, but we do have some flexibility in that regard and can work with you if possible. Well, is it a beachy feel that you found here in this property? Is it a tropical feel? I certainly felt both of those. And but having that peaceful and private position, whilst you are just at such immediate proximity to all the action and excitement of the Merivale village, close to the city, of course, isn't that a great blend of pleasures that you enjoy? All upstairs, the front of the home is dominated by the living. Across those multiple spaces. I think the beauty of it is you can keep an eye on what's going on Bristol Street, but certainly not vice versa. They can't see you looking out at them. Dual living, as I say, lovely light and bright, plenty of sunshine. In the morning that'll stream through, and I love that veranda situation you've got in the afternoon. A bedroom either side, excellent kitchen, really expansive, so the full chef's capabilities can be brought to the fore. Love the flooring and the feel. It's cosy, it's convenient with the garage downstairs and off-street parking, no problem. Lovely bit of garden for you to tinker with as well. Just the school zoning is going to underpin your value, closeness to the village, and being in a good street is Bristol. So let's get it to the market, let's get it sold. Who's going to start me in the bidding? At number 133 Bristol Street, here in the Merivale. As we survey the scene. You must have thought about your strategy. You have a plan to roar into action. Love the dining setting that Robin had left for you. Just gives you a couple of clues as to what you might be enjoying. You might not cook in here. You might just eat out every night at a different restaurant. They're all close enough, aren't they? Peter, you normally have a good strategy. What would you say as a starting bid? I don't know, man. What do you reckon? Something starting with a 4? What do you reckon? Mid 4? You start, mate. Well, I'm just going to vendor bid at 400,000 then, if that's the case. Just no hesitation as to value. We know it's north of that. You might say 420, say. There's a number you might just bid on behalf of your person. I don't know. Just saying it won't sell at 4, that's easy. There should be a raft of hands up above that level. Good to see you're not nervous anyway, that's good. You shouldn't be moving into this diamond location. Great street, Bristol Street. Brizzle to the locals. First call on a vendor bid at 4. I think 420 would be at least the minimum that we'd work with. Second call, 420. There we go. See, they leapt in front of you, ma'am. Hesitation is not your friend at an auction at 420. I reckon you should go to 450 would be my recommendation, but Peter will be recommending that anyway. First call over with our opening bidder on the window. Second call, lots of windows in this property too, and this is your window of opportunity. Don't let it go by. Second call at 20, 440. I'll work with you and welcome in. See, it didn't hurt that much, did it? There we go, I'm working with 440. Nice and easy. The friendly auction rooms at Harcourt's Holmwood. Working with our Merivale, Matt Dawson, just at the moment at 440.
445.
Surely not a 5 at this early stage, Matt. You're just taking instructions. He's got the earplugs in. He's bidding for a buyer there. He's got his iBuds. What's the technical term for those? 450 over here. 450 just rounds it up to a nice square figure. Mr. Peter Safarian, former Holmwood man, at 450. Fond of these auction rooms, I know he was, at 450. Really good position at Bristol Street. Nicely set back from the road, all upstairs. Garage downstairs, of course, as well at 450. That's the bid to beat, Matt. Don't let me exclude anyone else at 450, just a two-horse race at this stage. Second call, it's the 6 ounces cafe you might prefer. Favourite among the Merivale team. Third call, Matt, 450 only at this stage. 455. 60 straight back. You see, the good quick bid will be your friend today at 460. At 460. Often it comes down to tactics and strategy. We know that. We see it every week. At 460,000 only to move into this. 5 more at 465. Still easy at these levels. You want to double up those fives, Peter. You know that. 465. 470. Don't dance to their tune. Make your own way. At 470 now. I think stepping into the 12.5s will be a good workout for the auctioneer, but also a good idea. 470 coming second, Matty. Two's a bit I'm not fond of, actually. 475. See, just sensing the opportunity. See, it's important you're here in the auction rooms. You can smell the smells and see the action at 475 or 4 3/4. 4 3/4. Changing position, changing the aspect. You'll love the perspective from 480. He comes back at 480. At 480. Sorry? Can't take a 1. Not at this stage. It's going to stymie our progress. Make it 5, Peter. Come on. You know it's worth more than that. I'll take a 2.5. 482. 482. Just got to protect the vendor. That's what I'm here to do at 482, but also help you get into your new position at 482, 485. You see, don't make it too easy for your competition. 487 at 87, the Australians' unlucky number. 13 away from the 5 at 487. You're not 13 minutes away from Merivale Village, that's for sure. More like 3. At 487, first chance. That's on foot, by the way. Second call, 487, I'm working with Matt. Third chance at 487. 490. 95's a good step and a nice quick step. 495, just the 2 bidders. Who's waiting to say 500 for me? First chance. 2 good-sized bedrooms. Sun throughout the day. Beautiful personality in the home at 495. Second chance. Third call. What's it to be? Rounds me up to the half ton, to the 500. 501, the Levi's bid at 501. Just 1,000 to leapfrog there, Matty, at 501. Bristol Street. Just puts up the single. 3 on top. 503. 503. Peter Safarian bidding for his discerning bidder. At 503. One more only. The ones are a little bit like those workers in downtown Auckland. They simply don't work. 504. Casts the ball back over your side of the net. 504. A savvy bid would be 510. 504. Just the one more. Puts up the single to 505. Puts up the 5. $505. 6. It's 6. I'm running out of fingers. You better up the bid. 506. Deb, if you're at the other end of the row, just to get a feeling on things, because I'm at 506 at the moment. $506. What's it to be? Let's find out. Do I have to be honest? I can't remember who holds the bid. Yeah. I believe, Peter, is that your bid at 506? No, you want to go say 7. No, you're coming second, sorry.
I'll take it 506.
You're going to say 7?
Okay, let's go 506, 500.
Okay, 506 the half. Just saved me a little embarrassment there. 506, 500. Just a half more. $506,500. As we work our way to finding a new owner for Bristol Street, 506 the half. Mr. Paris? Puts up another 1,000 to 507 and a 508. 508. Nonchalant, but easy. 508. That's the bid. That is the bid that leads the race. For this front of 3, 510 making it a little bit of a stronger move. The legs at 500, 510 the half. 510 the half. When we're in a location like this, it's worth your efforts. At 510, 500. We're tussling away, Maddie. $510, 500. Worthy of your competition. But now with Peter, I can just puts a little half on top for you to jump over at 11. Is 13 a lucky number for you? It is for some. Or do we do the half a gigabyte, half a megabyte, and call it 512? Did you hear the words, Peter? I know you're not deaf. You would have heard them loud and clear at 511. Bristol Street, 511 at number 133 Bristol Street, 511. First call. Second call. You only get 3. 511. Would it really? At 511, we might not be too far away, but you need to bid just to keep getting closer. I'm not taking a hundy, that's for sure. I'll take 5, but I recommend 1,000. $511.5. Now you lead. $511.5, Matt. Competition has just made another positive step by taking the lead bid at $511.5. Here we are at Bristol Street. Not a bad move at all. Not a bad move at all. Don't be deterred. It's only a bid that's designed to do that to you, but I know you've got more determination than that, ma'am. At 515. What about a sweet 16? At 515. 5:15. That could have been the last gasp attempt. It could have been the last ditch attempt to try and throw you off, man, but I know you've got more tenacity than that. At 515, is there another 500 even? 515. Second call. Got some sustenance there, that's good. You need a little bit at this business end of proceedings. Third chance now. $5.15. Is there another wee halfie in there? Check the inside pocket, Peter. Just got a leading bid at 515,000. We are in Bristol Street. It's just become more and more gentrified on this urban city fringe. But you're in a peaceful, leafy position here. Very, very quiet. At 515, I'm looking towards the negotiation room here at 515. That is the bid to beat. Any better, Peter? Any better bid? I'm going to pause the auction. Man, would you have another little half thousand for me? No for now? Right. I'm not going to close the auction down, but I'm going to pause it. I'm going to give you a chance to reflect and reconsider. I'm just going to talk to the highest bidder. Okay? Pausing the auction, leaving it open, not at a level I'm authorised to sell. Just to be a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue with our program. We've got a very important and crucial auction coming up right the way around the Monopoly board, even to a square that's not been invented yet, we thought, such as the quality of the area and the property that we have at 28 Rhodes Street. This gentleman to my left, Tim Jenkins, has had the pleasure and privilege of marketing the property at Regal Rhodes Street. And all roads lead to Rome, we know that indeed. Tim Jenkins has taken every street and every road and turning over every stone and making the property available to you and presenting it to the market as fantastically as it's deserved and that it has been done. Thank you very much to our seller and for your immaculate taste in the way you have presented the property, both inside and out, and the way it's been furnished, absolutely gorgeous. We go to the agreement where the property is described legally as a freehold estate, so that good strong tenure, there's no stronger of course, 204 square metres, that are Lot 6, Deposit Plan 365797 in the Canterbury Land Registry. Now the settlement date I've got struck down here is the 21st of September 2023. There is a tad of flexibility in that, madam. You might be happy to know that we can work with you when you're successful in your purchase today. Well, this fashionable contemporary townhouse, it totally does justice to the position on where it sits. I think you know where Rhodes is, just off Rossall there and connecting to that inner heart of Merivale, of which it is right at the diamond hard core. Such a spacious and well laid out townhouse across the two levels, of course. A very impressive expanse of living, as you can see there. Really multiple rooms within the room that you enjoy. Catches all that morning light and around to the rest of the day. I love the courtyard that's connects. If you want to relax, entertain, dine, or just simply keep the green fingers in check, you can absolutely do that as well. Totally easy care. I love the colour tones and the decor, the soft furnishings. Of course, the 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, double internal access garage configuration must have you excited. The accommodation is simply sumptuous. The master suite is absolutely enviable. The breadwinner deserves to have such glorious accommodation. You'll love the people in the complex, all owner-occupied or mostly, but it is a very private situation that you enjoy. It's very, very secure. Your own backyard, well, that's Little Hagley, North Hagley, and you'll just make the use of that every day. Preservatories, an easy stroll for your coffee, and you won't be late for Le Panier for those fresh baguettes of a Saturday morning, that is for sure. It's beautiful, it's glorious, it's going to be sold at 28 Rhodes Street. Let's see what's going to happen to me. I'm quite excited to get underway here in this coveted street, most favoured street. Who's going to start us away in the bidding? Knowing they don't come to market very often, that is for sure. So a rare opportunity for you. Starts us away where? Mr. Marshall, good to see you. And did you have that buyer ready to say their opening bids, get it underway? Normally would have a bidder in this region, not living too far away yourself. Sir, you might kick it away. We just thought maybe a mid-9 to start. That should get you excited and get the hands up. Ma'am, a property that's perfectly tailor-made for you. 950 or better? Well, that's where I start at 950 without hesitation on behalf of the owner at 950,000. We'd surely be bidding at these levels, and someone's going to say $1 million for me now, ma'am. If you'd like to just put forward that $1 million, I can get you into the race here and now. In our very, very best area, you'll get to know the ducks on the Avon on a first name basis. First call on that vendor bid at 9. Who races it through to the $1 million? Second chance, you'll love the courtyard. Third call, I noted the lemon tree's doing quite well out there. If it's a G&T in the day, I'm going to say $1 million on behalf of the owner, but I put buyers on notice to me. You'll never want to leave once you're in that master suite. Very, very comfortable. Luxuriate here at 28 Rhodes Street at $1 million on behalf of the owner who says 105.04 for me. Once, twice. Rebecca, you're going to say the $1,050,000. Third call. I can see the conversation happening. No, shake of the head. Okay, Tim, they're not putting their hand up for me. We don't fear that. Look, I'll just raise to 1.1. I know we're not going to sell at that figure, but I just want buyers to be encouraged above that figure to come back and talk to you. So we just carry on working. We've gone to the third stage. 1.1 is my final vendor bid. Value clearly north of that figure. Talk to Tim Jenkins. He's from our St Albans office. He'd be delighted to have you call. If you've been through the campaign, Tim, I know you'll be back to those people past it and we go to the next stage. I'm going to get an outcome for you on Bristol Street as we continue working at Morris Denton Place. In fact, I might just bring your attention back to Upper Major Hornbrook Road. Kelly and Amy, if you had the chance to do that. We had the bid at 300,000. Did we go to 310? Yes, we did. We had an increase in that bid from our highest bidder to 330. Look, we're not going to sell the property at that level. We are going to go to the next stage. If there was anyone in the room to bid in excess of 330, I think it would be worth it. It's 1,162 square metres on the hill there. Any bids in advance of that before we go to that third stage? I pass it back to Tom Hardy for him to carry on. No, I've just passed it in there, continue working with all parties. 330 was the final live bid on that one. There'll be an outcome coming up on Morris Denton. I'm going to go back and see how we're going on Bristol, and we'll continue on working. So sit tight, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please, I turn your attention back to 7 Morris Stanton Place in Shirley. We left the room on a live bid at $760,000. There's been some good discussion outside of the room. That bid was increased to $815,000. At that level, my owners are saying not quite for sale. So if you have interest north of that level in this very substantial property, it is a great subdivision, beautiful, leafy, secure streets, very convenient to some very popular amenities and activities in Christchurch, and very, very spacious bedroom and living accommodation. If you've got interest north of that figure, please call Tim Jenkins today. Access is easy. You'll be very impressed. Property's passed in, and we are back with you with an update hopefully very soon.
Right, Mark here, just to bring you up to speed with number 133 Bristol Street. It's going to be the final act of the day here at Harcourt's Holmwood. We have got a change of the baton holder, and Peter's bidder has increased the bid. And I can just confirm that bid through you, Peter. You might communicate the bid that we've got at number 133 Bristol Street now. 522.5. Okay, the bid to beat is 522,500. Now, I just reiterate, any bid that I take from here on now, the property is on the market, perhaps was the figure you're interested in. Any bid I accept, Matt, is going to be on the terms of the agreement. Just letting you know that. But we're on the market at 133 Bristol Street, number 1, up the top. 522,500 is the bid to beat, and I'll just give you 3 chances to increase that bid, otherwise I'm selling to this good team at the rear of the room. 522.5 once, and I'm selling that. Second call. This is the exciting moment, ma'am. Will they bid or will they not? Third chance, 522,500. It is going. It is going to be sold. 522 and a teeny half on top. Bristol Street. It is definitely selling. Just reminding you, any bid I take, if you're watching online, is on the terms of the agreement. Settlement date, 24th of August. I've given you 3 chances. This time, fair and reasonable. It goes. It goes. The hammer is up. Peter's urging it on. 5 seconds. I'm selling. Do you want me to wait? Deb? Natasha, congratulations, you're moving into Bristol Street, gone and sold, well done. Thanks for your bidding, your persistence, your flexibility, Peter, well done and excellent to be working with you again. Matt Dawson, a superb campaign. Robin and Carl, thanks very much for trusting us, and we appreciate the underbidders' work.